So yeah, so we were talking about um what was I? Excuse me, we just regroup. We was right here. So we was talking about the Powhatan Confederacy, and we talked about the Pequot tribe. All right, and it's telling you, like I said, I gotta keep putting this in there just so you can go understand where I'm going with this. So it said Connecticut and Rhode Island. It said the death of the colonists eventually led to the immolation of 600 to 700 natives. The remainder was sold into slavery in Bermuda. Okay, so we know 1622. We, what I'm saying, we got an idea that this is Powhatan, right? Because it's the funny thing, right? And when you do research, they don't tell you who this particular figure is right here, right? But the funny thing about it is that they're telling you the truth. For some reason, they immortalize or they put this man image up here because either this is a Petrichino, which was Powhatan's brother, or this is actual Powhatan, all right? And this is what he looked like. Because you know what? Like I said, man, the gig is up because you got the images, man. There's all these images. This one, you got this one, you got this one. These are people in India. Now, if you look, they got the same thing on that Powhatan have on. If you look to the right, you'll see the European man giving them directions of what to do. Now, if you see the little guy right there, them kids working. Now, you see that they got little afros. What do Powhatan have on here? And then you look at this, you see similar people. You look at the Incas, got similar things on with Power High, got chain on everything. You look at this brother right here, he got similar thing on. Well, I don't need to keep showing you the images because why do they have this in Virginia? You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, look, this says Virginia. Because it's showing you this is where the early colonists first came to Jamestown. And they had some type, either they enslaved the people after they won the war in 16, after they won this so-called right here. After they won the remaining war, because I think it was one more war after this, or whatever though. But after this, they wouldn't give them no guns or anything of that nature or whatever. So now we're dealing with the Pequot, right? I already read this, told you that some of the Pequot tribes were sold to slavery, right? And probably hell know how many other people, the other ones are sold to slavery as well. So here's images of the so-called Pequot. As you see these are straight black. Okay? And you see with the exception of the European, which she probably claiming that she married somebody and that's the reason she's in there. You see light skinned brother right here. But for the most part, these are definitely black people that you can tell. You know what I'm saying? Here they go again. You see another European. You see only one white person in this whole tribe. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Why? Where did she get? Because she probably went in and married with somebody else in it. Okay? Now, these is probably one of the only tribes that still remain their color. Now you see these other people at this powwow or whatever. Now we know she's not indigenous. You know she's probably one of the people that was in the Oklahoma region. Like I told you, you gotta understand the the southeast, northwest tribes, which we dealing with this. We're dealing with this area right here, and we're dealing with this area right here. These was Negroes because if Virginia right here, it said Powhatan had like what is it 32 neighboring tribes. So I assume that would probably reach out pretty far. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, it's a lot to this, man. And I might not be right on everything, but I'm just letting you know that when you start seeing, let me see right here, you start seeing these people into the tribe, you know that these are the colonists that got into the tribe. And that's the only way you can explain that. There is no other way you can explain that because we go back to Smithsonian Institute. Modern Native Americans closely resemble Chinese, Korean, or Japan, with the exception that they saying that they mentioning that the scales and I'm sorry, that the skeletons and everything that they found resemble Africans, Australians, South Pacific, right? Now, when you look at these images, what do these look like? Do he look like a Mongol, a Chinese or Japanese? This is Incas. Do he look like a Chinese or Japanese? So what would you consider him to be? One of the other groups that they found, okay? What about these people right here? Even though you can't see no facial features, but it's obviously Chinese people are not dark skinned. So, you know what I'm saying? And even right here, do these look like Chinese people? Do they even got the typical Native American uniform on? You understand? No, they don't. That's how you know we've been getting lied to, man. So we dealt with the pink part. Now we're gonna deal with it. And my whole thing is, when I'm showing you these tribes, to show you that if they ain't got no mongoloid looking people in this, then where did these people come from? And if they got European in them, how did Europeans get into these tribes if they wasn't indigenous to the people? Now he don't look like he's Chinese mixed with European. Now hold on, let me just. All right, so we dealing with the Montauk. It's the Montauk tribe. All right. So this is brother right here, or whatever he is. This is Sachem Robert Farrell. Okay. So family led the Montauk nations for centuries. Okay. Now you see him. He's a Negro. You know what I'm saying? He's a Negro. You understand? What they show you this guy. This guy is a white guy who mixed in with the Aborigines. And around this time, like I said, these people was playing both sides of the fence because they held positions into offices as well as they was making the moves for the so-called tribe. Now, when these people like this, now you see this brother right here. Now, his ancestors, he had white people in his ancestors because this is the reason why you see a lot of these tribes. Now, you see this sister right here. She's a Montauk. This is a black lady. You understand? But she probably had maybe a white great grandmother or half white great grandmother, or somewhere down the line, the Europeans they got into these tribes as well. Okay? See this guy right here. Look. What do you think he is? Let's say Montauk. What do you think this guy right here is? Huh? Yeah, what do you think he is? And look, they're gonna more of them. See, look. Let's see, she look like she could be mixed. This guy right here look like he's mixed something. They all look like that because the Europeans then diluted the way that they look throughout the way. Alright? So let's see, here goes some more. Supposedly, like I said, when you start seeing these, well, this is like a little black boy right here. But let's see, another thing that specifies exactly what tribe they are. Let me come back to this guy. Okay. Let me start seeing. Let me see what this lady is. Falling for yeah. I don't really feel like going all into that. I can probably dig up some information on that as well. But yeah, man, you start seeing these Europeans in these tribes. They said there wasn't no Europeans in this continent until the first Europeans came here and met the tribes in the Northeast. So how Europeans got into these tribes? See, people think you're stupid. They think you're gonna look at these people and say, well, oh, this is a Chinese person. No, that's a black Aborigine who mixed with a white person. That's the reason. That's the reason why he got color and he looked like that. See, we think we automatically like these people would automatically like that's the race of people that they found, which that's the furthest thing from the truth. All right. So now we're gonna go to hold on. Let's see something. The Monopoly, Queen Quap, okay, the Montauk. Alright, so now we're dealing with power of the politics, alright? Now, out of all the pictures I found this is, you know, the closest I found to Powhatan or whatever. I mean, but there's a lot of, you know, so why, let's see, Powhatan Indians. Now look how they look. You could tell he's mixed. You could tell she's mixed, and that's the reason why you see these mixed-looking people. These are not the original people. These are a amalgamation of the original people mixed with Europeans, man. And that's why they look the way they look, and we think, oh man, that's a Native American. No, you're the Native American. That's an offspring of you. Okay, that's as far as I can put it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, a lot of this stuff, man, is common sense, man. If you look at it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you cannot deny it that it definitely doesn't add up. Now they showing you these people again to be, this is Pocahontas, right? Now this is what they telling you, but yet when we go here, this is what they telling you the tribe look like. Like now this, take a minute and look at him. And where was I at? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I was right here. Do these people look anything like him? Like, look at them. Do they look anything like him? Nothing like him. So why are they still lying to us, telling you that this is Powhatan? I mean, the people, they got him in there for a reason. They're not saying that's an African. They're saying that's an Indian cigar figure. And see, by them putting that in there, go to show you how stupid they think we are. But when you see that image, you automatically think that, like, you don't know what that is. Okay, he's not dressed up like an African or whatever. He is dressed up indigenous, but he don't look indigenous because these are the Aborigines that they buried in history, man. All right. So I did the Pink Cloud Montauk. Well, I think that's pretty much it right now. All right. But yeah, man, I just wanted to show you that, you know, that the people they refer to, Native Americans, they do not resemble the Native Americans. The 5 civilized tribes was tribes look just like him. And that's the reason why you see Negroes down there. But the Negroes you see in the South are the Negroes who submitted to the colonists. And that's what you got to understand, okay? That's the reason why. When you start seeing these tribes, man, start seeing people in the tribes, if it's telling you when the white people to the colonists came, then how did these people enter your tribes? You understand? That's not, what the fuck, man, Chinese people. You know what I'm saying? Negroes, like, you gotta do some observation, man. You have to ask yourself, like, where did the original people come from, man? Because if you got these people here who look like Negroes, and they're gonna tell you, oh, that was a slave. They had them as slaves. When I showed you right here, there was Indian slaves taken in the early 1600s. So where do these people show, and how many more tribes ended with people who ended up like this, but on the plantation here on their own land? Okay, or they probably was moved to other parts, or like I said, the people gave in and started becoming workers, and that's the reason why you see some of these pictures that look like this. So like I said, man, they showing you what the people in Virginia. If the people in Virginia looked like this, and the people in Carolina, Georgia, and AWOS looked like this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no mystery. They telling you when you go to these articles that Native Americans either resemble Chinese, Koreans, or Japan, but yeah, you see Native Americans or European, and they don't even mention Europeans. They telling you that it's speculations that perhaps the first Americans and Native Americans came from different homelands. They're telling you that they did. They just trying to just keep it as a mystery, so you wouldn't figure that these people, they gonna do everything to not tell you that these people was over here and was still here at the time. When you go right here to Verrazano, he clearly mentions Saracens. He mentions Saracens. He mentioned a lot of descriptions in here that's a Negro. It's damn sure not no damn European looking Indian or no Mongoloid looking Indian. So man, with that being said, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Comment, like, subscribe, man. Stay conscious, man. I'm out. Peace.